Welcome to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett, along with again as producer Austin.
I love how I softened that up a little bit, and then you followed up with a little soften. I started aggressive soften, and then you came in soft.
However, they are not smashing two beers together like Stone Cold over there.
They're not.
Disappointed, really.
It would make for really good Instagram.
Any wrestling fans out there, like put him in a Rey Mysterio mask, though, just to hide his identity or hide their identity a little bit.
But don't people try to rip the mask off?
I think so.
I think they used to, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't really
they call it a
luchas
luchas dis asbestos match.
Okay.
Yeah, where they
I hate asbestos.
yeah.
Not a fan of asbestos.
Yeah. Hey, good things out of that in the new house, right?
There's no asbestos here.
It is wonderful.
But we're not talking about that.
No,
not talking about wrestling.
That would be a terrible. Well, I could talk about that. The asbestos, I would not.
We have talked about wrestling before.
We have talked about wrestling before. You're right.
Yeah.
But not today.
Actually, it was funny because it was around my wedding time, I believe.
It was about a month before,
and my coworker said, I went to talk to Brett about wrestling because he was a big wrestling guy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he didn't really engage in conversation with me about it. I was like, that's...
You want to know what they call that?
I'm sorry, Sean.
Alcohol.
Yeah. Might have been a couple too many.
Might have been. I believe the Anderson IPAs were going down pretty well that evening.
We sold them out of the Anderson IPAs.
By 6 p.m. Just like my wedding and Fireball by 6 p.m.
Tough times.
Yes. Anyway, so...
We're not talking about any of that.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we are talking about being knighted.
Yes?
Yeah, you're probably wondering, what the heck do you mean? Well, producer Austin, I'm pretty
Elton
sure.
John?
Yeah,
he's been knighted.
I'm pretty sure producer Austin just went to medieval times.
Medieval times.
Yeah.
You don't say. You don't say.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Oh, good for you.
And maybe was knighted. However, they weren't knighted in the name of beer.
What?
And I think that's pretty cool to be knighted in the name of beer.
So this is a producer special on education, and we're educating on how and who has been knighted in the name of beer.
Mm-hmm. So, knighthood in the order of beer is granted to people who have rendered loyal service to the brewing profession.
Craft beer connoisseurs.
We've brewed once,
but I mean the brewing profession.
However,
we promote breweries.
However, that might change come December 26th. 2023.
That's brew, baby.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm picking
I
your
might
down.
have a few pots in the kettle. If you,
all right. Okay.
Yes, I have requested one thing for Christmas.
Sure.
From my beautiful wife, who I love very much.
a brew master.
And hopefully, she, even if there's you got to afterpay it and pay like a payment plan.
Sure.
Who cares?
Yeah, put it on layaway, baby.
Yeah, exactly. If it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, then I guess I have to use my own funds to do so.
Hey, we'll split them.
Yeah.
I'm talking, we could do a little backyard brewing.
I did have at the, so my wife runs a home daycare, and I did have a board meeting with last week, because I got to be on the board of, she's the executive director, and I'm on the board.
Yes, you're still
had a discussion, so got to make sure the funds are allocated efficiently.
Appropriately.
Right?
Yes.
So I put that in there. We'll see how it sticks.
Sure.
And if not, then I'm looking for a new executive director.
I can sit on boards. I've done it before.
Yeah, I'm also on a couple now too.
Let's make this happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's kick her off. Let's take over.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll give it a toss.
Me and you running a daycare probably wouldn't go well though. Anyway,
100% correct.
even though it technically is you and
I don't think I could do it.
No, I don't think so.
Not my cup of tea.
Even though we know the people who do it, and good for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go ahead.
I was just going to say, should we talk about an individual that has gone through this?
Yes, please talk about them.
Well, Jody Palubiski, which is the CEO of the Charcoal Group, owns Beertown, Wildcraft, and the Bauer Kitchen, among some other.
I've been to 2 of the 3.
Okay, yeah. So the Charcoal Group is one of the largest importers of Belgian beers in Canada, which is a large reason why they've been nominated for this title. Mm-hmm. And we've had some Belgian beers before.
Yes, and I've had a couple Belgian beers at Beertown.
I have as well.
Amazing. Look at how that works.
Wow.
Huh, amazing. So they have traveled to Brussels. Apparently not the one in Ontario.
The Huron County Fastball League champions?
Yes.
Brussels?
Them Brussels Tigers. Was it really the Brussels Tigers?
You know,
you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, for anybody with the inside joke, you get it. Anyway,
and if you don't get it, well,
look it up. It's common facts.
Huron County Fastball League.
Yeah, look it up.
Brussels Tigers.
I do know the person who runs the website too. It's great.
Great guy.
Yeah. Love them. Anyway, 4 events with the Belgian Brewers and Belgian Brewers. That's a good team name.
Yeah,
and
that is actually a good team name.
Right? And members of the Federation who has also visited restaurants here in Ontario. Jody received their knight status from the Belgian Brewers Federation, which reportedly takes the title very seriously.
You know what?
And I think I would too.
Yeah. I think if you have a knighthood of beer, that thing is pretty prestigious.
Right.
So, was quoted telling CBC, not the Craft Beer Connoisseurs, but the CBC Kitchener-Waterloo in an interview.
Come see, come saw. Potato, really.
Yeah, Austin, you got to be very specific with the CBCs when you write those out. I think if you look at the Belgian beers, their history, their culture, it's an incredible group of people as far as celebrating their history, building on it, continuing to move the culture forward. I would agree with Jody on that. It's a very rich beer culture.
And they became the 8th Canadian to have been made an honorary knight of the knighthood of the Brewers Paddle. Oh. I really don't want to
get a paddle.
Like, I really hope it's not like the initiation of like being smacked with a paddle beforehand.
No. This is
you have to do like the whole flight. Maybe that's the Beertown flight.
The Beertown flight?
Is you have to go through all those. I know where the idea came from.
There you go.
Right. So in celebration, pardon me. I should say the ceremony took place September 2nd at the Brewers House on the Grand Place in Brussels as part of the Belgian Beer Weekend.
That's amazing.
Yeah. In celebration, the Charcoal Group restaurants are planning some events over the next few months that include food pairings with, you guessed it, Belgian beers. Jody was quoted as telling the CBC, again, the one on Kitchener-Waterloo.
Can I take this?
You say the quote.
Go ahead. All right. So, again, not the Craft Beer Connoisseurs Kitchener-Waterloo. I've been told that when in Belgium, if I'm wearing this medal, points to said medal, I get free beer anywhere. He said with a laugh. I've not tested it, but that's what I've been told, so maybe I'll be moving shortly. I think that if all the breweries are aware of this knighthood in Belgium, and you walk in with that freaking medal on, oh baby,
they go to their knees and they bow to you,
and you get the beer,
which is why you're there anyway.
Did I tell you how much I love Belgium and Belgian beer and Belgian Federation of Beer?
Yes, I've heard of it.
I think you're the same way.
Yes, I big fan.
And we're promoting Belgian beer.
I do have some. The only issue that I have is I have some travel credit through Flair right now, and
of course you do.
Yeah,
everybody's got travel credit,
but they don't fly to Belgium.
They don't,
because I can get a free flight there and back. With the amount of credit I have, currently.
A free flight.
Yeah,
and you get there.
I would get there
and could have maybe a free flight. 2 flights in one.
All right. Who doesn't like a good flight?
I'm just saying,
beer?
like the idea is really cool. Again, very prestigious because we're talking only 8 individuals in Canada. We don't know about the other 7. We didn't.
Yeah, I don't know how big this knighthood is in terms of people from the countries, right?
Yeah, what's that actually look like? Let's say if theoretically,
Austin didn't do the full research on that one.
If there's 8 in Canada, I think we could add 4 more. Right, but call it under the Craft Beer Connoisseur.
At this point,
name.
I'm thinking 3.
I might even think 2,
maybe,
because we have the rotating producer.
2.5.
Right,
2.5.
They get a half pint for free. I'm just saying.
That's fair. I get
and
that.
We've talked about this too. Is like it'd be really cool to go to Belgium. I'd like to do a little bit more personal research in this because it sounds like a really cool idea.
I almost feel like it should maybe start in Canada. Like if I could walk into any brewery in Ontario and just get a free beer because I'm wearing this.
No, don't say Ontario.
Canada,
baby.
North America, and it wore this, whatever it is, metal, and got free beer. The liver will kill it.
I think the thing is, it's probably like 1 free pint at each place. I don't think
just go to the keg and just drown yourself. Like, no.
Yeah, but I mean, really cool idea. Be interested to see again some more of the criteria. What kind of the judging is on this? I don't think we're in the running. I don't think we'll ever be in the running. But boy, oh boy, if we ever were.
Yeah, I think also what we need to do is. Maybe potentially really go to Belgium
We have to.
Yeah, with our cards, and to say, this is who we are, and get some breweries on. Language barrier might be a bit difficult, so I'm gonna have to brush up on it a little bit.
Okay.
But the one language that everybody, I'm assuming in the Knighthood, and when we go to Belgium, could speak is beer.
It's beer.
And that's a good language. Big fan of the language.
The language of beer. The brotherhood of beer. The Knighthood.
The Knighthood of beer.
Of beer. All right. Well, very short episode. But again, I think, very good on the educations. We've got the learnings in.
It makes me need to maybe go to medieval times and kind of sprout out these ideas. Maybe that's like where the thinking process happens.
We start there, maybe. We start handing away around our craft beer connoisseurs business cards at medieval times. We get a traditional knighthood. Then we go to Belgium and say, hey, listen, we already have the knighthood. We've already done it.
Yeah, you got established it, and
you just got to do it here. Give us a medal, put it on my chest. I'll walk around, get a couple pints.
Bingo.
Bango. All right. That's going to be it for today's Producer Special. Thanks again for listening. Keep on listening every other Thursday as Craft Beer Connoisseurs releases a new episode, and on our off Thursdays for these unique, somewhat educational Producer Specials.
Yes, remember to drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive.
So from all of us and Producer Austin, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett.
And together, we're the Craft Beer Connoisseurs.